What's going on, guys? My name's Jack. Welcome. Well, I assume you probably know that at this point. I'm just laughing. I've just done the intro and I've realized the last thing we did in the drawing and erasing episode was just drawing my name. So let's actually go ahead and use our information we just learned in the last episode, drawing and erasing, and let's erase my name. However, we're seeing something interesting, which kind of backs up my point. We did not do that on a different layer, which means that we will actually now have to get the fill tool and actually go ahead and make that white and fill in the background, but it's not all one. So let's make a new layer. Let's make that white. Let's delete the previous layer. All right, so no messing around. Let's make multiple layers. But that right there was drawing and erasing. We're now doing masking with the pen tool, which is going to be how we're able to single objects out. Now, total transparency, there's a much better way to do this. What I'm going to show you is how we can use the pen tool to actually carve around an object. In this case, it's going to be my head. And we can carve around an object and actually easily sort of single it out from the background. In fact, I'm actually going to go ahead and go a step further than the head. I'm going to do the whole body, right? So if we wanted to kind of make me two different objects, me and then the background, right? As you see, it's all one layer right here. We would want to mask around me. So what I actually want to do is I want to zoom into my hand, sort of a portion to start with, and I want you guys to draw an outline fully around me, right? Or I'm going to draw an outline fully around me. In fact, the reason I'm saying you guys can as well is because I'll leave this image to download in the resources. So, I mean, if you guys really want to, you can follow through. Now, like I said, there is a much better way to do this. It's a much quicker way to do it. But for us to fully appreciate how useful that method is, I want to show you guys the long way. So let's actually proceed just to chop around me as a person, right? I'm an object. We want to single me out. What we're doing is actually how to draw around stuff with the pen tool right now. Now, what I'm actually going to do here is maybe not even be the most precise. Again, we know we're going to do this better coming up. So I'm just literally going to sort of, I'm not that unprecise, right? Still have some respect for what we're doing right now. But at the end of the day, I'm going to go a little bit quicker because I know we got a foolproof way to do this coming up next. But to actually make these rounded ones, you click and drag instead of just clicking. Click is a straight line. Click and drag enables you to do these sort of, more circular rounded ones. So we can actually go ahead and drag over as we go, right? And just like that, we are, successfully drawing an outline around our particular object that, we're exploring the idea that we'd want to single me out for some sort of graphic or something. Maybe we want to put some stuff behind me or whatever the case may be. We've done the trickier part, which is the actual detailed face. Now we just got to go down the arm. Nice and simple, nice and simple, nice and simple. And we are approaching the end of this effect right here. But essentially what we've done is we've highlighted a specific section. We've chopped something out, right? And it is something that's a little bit useful maybe for smaller objects. For an object like this, seems like it might have been a little bit over an overkill. However, we knew that stepping into it, and I just wanted to explore this so we can fully appreciate what's coming up next. But you see, I'm moving a little bit faster with my masks, and I'm going to join them in, and just like that, I can zoom out, and I can actually go ahead and get the mask tool, click in the middle of here, and click Make Selection. Now, what this does is it's going to actually give us the option to press OK. We don't really want to feather around it. I'm fine it just being sharp. And it actually highlights our object. Now what we can do here is press Control-C and Control-V, which is going to copy and paste it. And just like that, we've singled out our object using the masking with the pen tool. Now this is called the pen tool. I just call it masking because I'm used to doing video editing, which is the sort of technique that the pen tool is used for in video production. But overall, it's called the pen tool. And we've been able to use it to actually single out our object, which obviously makes us be able to do anything right now. We could put, a title behind it or whatever the case may be. And as you see, these are different layers. So now we have, a whole layer of me that we can have in front of, for example, a title. And we could get the title and we could use the eyedropper tool to make the text purple, and boom, we've got a pretty nice little graphic we've put together in a couple seconds. Awesome. Great stuff. I'm actually going to click here and I'm going to rename this pen tool. Just like that, we've done the pen tool. And, my bad. I'm actually going to press Control-S. I'm going to save this. I'm going to call it just the purple me. Let it get saved anywhere, right? And we're going to come back and I'm going to demonstrate you guys advanced selections and how we could have done this in at least half the time it took us to chop this whole thing out. So without further ado, let's come back with advanced selections and let's break down how we could have actually half of the time it would have taken us to, pull off an effect like this. See you guys in the next episode. coming up right now.